want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Northern California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers, off we go from L.A. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. On play action, Winston. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. Here's Winston. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And some room to run now. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Dalvin Cook, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Walker. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. A give. This is Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Chubb. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 6. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from... what you did before, because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Jameis to throw it. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown, 49ers. Darren Waller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Stafford on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
This one taken just inside the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Here's Winston. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Winston. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 99 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford, they set up the screen to Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here's Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Handoff comes to Cook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, guys do whatever it takes to have fresh legs late in the season nowadays, don't they? How about him last week? Week 16, NFC Player of the Week for his performance.
Probably means a little bit more to him later in the year, doesn't it? Because of what you just said, the fatigue for a running back throughout the season.
Shows the off-season training and the endurance that he created in order to have that type of a game this late in the season.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Off the play fake, Winston. Sliding out of the pocket. He's airing it out for Williams. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start the drive with Cook. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A give. This is Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. Touchdown, 49ers. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Walker. Shifts by him. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 1st down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Charger drive about to get going. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw taken in by Pascal. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. On the return, Walker. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 127 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. Stafford on third down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for L.A. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action. Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Winston. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. From the gun, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Julian Love picks it. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now before the punt, some movement. I think they may be kicking from further back. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for L.A. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to trot out there and try and slow them down.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 154 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now a run with Cook. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Winston. Well, this is caught by Williams. And just shedding him off there. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. they're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
1st down, Winston. He'll dump this off to Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Touchdown, 49ers. Darren Waller. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Walker. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Niners on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be third and forever. Winston. Williams brings it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Jameis now on first down. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Winston here to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air again with Winston. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 22, Winston. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Gary Jennings. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Walker. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it